This is for team 6. Oh, good, we are on schedule. The other teams, please have your answers ready. The audience, I know you would know this. Just keep your volumes a little low. You'll be having been a quizzer myself. You'll be surprised how sharp our ears are when we don't know an answer. There's a possibility of one coming from the audience. Team 6.
Okay, see, Forbes has two lists. One is the overall billionaires list. The other is a list where, of young billionaires, people below the age of 40.
Okay.
So the people in blue at various points of their life topped that 40, like Dell, I know, was there Ellison and so on.
Okay, no, team 1.
This is the.
Okay, is it on?
I think this is the list of the top philanthropists in the world. So the large
Unless you count spending money on holding price tag football players, no. Team 2. Team 2.
We are going with, this is the Forbes list of billionaires. The one on the right in blue is the Forbes list of people who own sports franchise, richest sports franchise.
Billions? Some sports franchise. US Academy. Okay. Team 3. Monopoly. That's a game that Bill Gates can. Okay, team 3.
This is a list for greatest losses.
Greatest losses, like falls in value of their assets. No, team 4. Nice one. Actually, there are a couple of names there which are dead giveaways, but I'm not saying what. Team 4. I need an answer fast. It's a fast question.
probably a list of, as in the significance of this list is that from different countries or something.
Okay, team 5.
Yeah, this is the list of billionaires without taking into consideration their stock holdings.
Okay, so you're saying that their
Because of the crash that happened.
The wealth is not related only to the stock market.
Yeah.
This is the wealth apart from the stock market. No, it was your question, right? So you better hold on to the mic, audience. Okay, yes, there. Oh, brilliant! Give a big round of applause. Top billionaires. Please tell me your name. Vikram. You get a prize. These are the top 10 dropout billionaires. None of them has a college degree. So please don't listen to that part of it, all of you. None of them has a college degree. When they became billionaires. Okay. That was an honorary degree, right? No, not that. Okay. So team 6 gets the next. No points for anybody. Team 6 gets the next. So this is a kind of family tree because I was too tired to type. King Uttanapad had 2 wives, Queen Suruchi and Queen Suniti. Queen Suruchi had a son, Prince Uttam. Queen Suniti had a son, Prince X. Okay? When he was 5 years old, X once raised Uttam for a place on his father's lap, only to be rebuked and ridiculed by his stepmother, who was Queen Suruchi, saying that you are trying to just be an attention seeker of your father's attention and you are not worthy of it. So his mother, like all mothers do, she consoled him and she said, forget that, you seek a place which is rightful and undisputed for you from Lord Vishnu himself, no less. So X wended his way to the forest and started doing penance, going for 6 straight months without food and water. Imagine a 5-year-old boy. The rest, as they say, is history. Mythological explanation for what and who is X, team 6. Again, huge clues built into the question. You just need to look at it. It's a little like the color blindness test. 2 parts, mythological explanation of something and who is X. Actually, if you get X, the other part becomes very easy. Team 6.
Is it who, and that's why he static his position in the constellation set hasn't changed?
Simple answer, 10 points. X is Dhruva, Prince Dhruva, and that is the Indian name for the pole star. So the pole star never changes its position in the heavens. That's why you take direction. It's a rough gauge for direction. And this is the Indian mythological explanation for Dhruva. 10 points to team 6. Next question to team 1. reading all of it out. There is a central picture which comes from a place in India. This comes from Hampi actually. The picture or mural or sculpture in the center. Can we just dim the lights because there's something which I need the team to see in the picture. Just dim the lights falling on. Yeah, just switch that. Aequisprodon piscivorus, a species found in the southeastern US. Then we have Crotalus cerastus, a species found in the desert regions of the southwestern US and northwestern Mexico. Then you have Dendroarus aspis polylepsis, a species found in Africa, which is incidentally the longest in its class and the fastest of its kind in the world. Then you have Aequisprodon contortrix, a species found in North America. And finally you got Lampropeltis jecula californiae, a species found in some of the western US and northern Mexico. So these are 5 somethings and they somehow connect to the picture in the center, which is from Hampi, but that's not important because I'm not looking at that picture per se, it stands for something. Yeah, now they're sledging because they know the answer. This is for team 1, you get a little bit of time. The other teams, I want the answers fast. I somehow noticed that team 6 didn't complain so much when I gave them time for the Moby Dick question. Strange are the ways of quizzes. Team 1. How do they connect and why are 2 of them of a different color in this slide? Okay, team 1, I need an answer.
Connect, I guess, is Kill Bill snakes.
Okay.
So, that one at the bottom right, I think is the black formula, that's the California snake.
Okay.
So, that's broadly the connect. Why are those 2?
What does the picture in the center stand for? This is for representational purpose, it's a sculpture in Hampi. And again, I'm not saying whether you're right or wrong, I'm just trying to hurry you along.
Second, I think the ones in the black are the ones killed by the bride.
Okay.
I think that one is the one that the other kills, like what.
Okay.
This sculpture is probably a representative sculpture of Diva.
Deva. Team 2.
Taking Viper assassination squad and the sculpture represents Sheshnath being sent by somebody.
Okay. Team 3.
Viper assassination squad. One middle is representative Uma.
Of Uma, okay.
And this regards to the color.
Choose Vipers.
Okay, no, I didn't get the last part. Just tell me in the mind because then it becomes a little.
Male and female, B of them are male, female.
Okay, so you're saying that why the color is different is because the black ones are males and the red ones are females. Characters. Okay. Whose question was this? It is going to pass, right? Okay, team 4.
Going with everything the previous team said, but the red and the black, the difference between hemotoxin and what is it? Neurotoxin.
Okay, thanks. Scientific. Team 5.
Okay, we're guessing the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad.
Okay.
The red ones are poisonous, the black ones are non-poisonous,
Okay.
and that's Vasuki from Indian myth.
Okay. Team 6.
Who's a viper in Sri Lanka?
Okay. No, it's not Vasuki. Team 6.
Okay, basically the color, okay, the only thing left is the color difference.
Okay.
It's just that the blacks were killed in Kill Bill 1 and the reds were in Kill Bill 2. And that's Uma and that's, the Sidewinder, California mountain snake, etc. etc.
There are 2 things left. One is what does the picture in the center stand for and why is there a color difference? Anybody wants to take a guess from the audience? 5 points. 5 points to team 1. The next question goes to team 2. In December 2010, X was appointed to the Public Council of the Young Guard, which is the youth wing of the United Russia Party, which is Vladimir Putin's party. According to the organization, X will be engaged in educating young people. On January 21st, 2011, X began hosting a weekly show for REN TV, which is that infamous Russian TV channel which got banned in India. That program is called Secrets of the World. And X once described the time spent on the other side with the classic Charles Dickens opening line from A Tale of Two Cities, which says it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. I want you to name X, identify X. Spy swap actually. Okay, let's see the answer. Okay, that's how the one in the middle is Anna Chapman's mug shot, one of the better looking mug shots that I've seen. And others are all photographs in different. This is one of the other questions I had fun researching. Other one of the Kingfisher calendar questions. Okay. 10 points to team 2. And the next question goes to team 3. In Shakespeare's Hamlet, when King Claudius asked Hamlet the name of the play whose prologue and first act scene is quoted as sponsor, Hamlet answers blank blank. The play was actually the murder of Gonzago. It was a play within a play. However, Hamlet answers that blank blank is a metaphorical answer because, according to him, the play is the thing in which he intends to catch the conscience of the king. Team 3. Brilliant. It is the Mousetrap, famous as the Agatha Christie play, longest running play in the world. Reference in Hamlet, obviously the other way around. Curious states. The Mousetrap was not actually called the Mousetrap when Agatha Christie first wrote it. It was called Three Blind Mice. It was actually a theatrical production named Three Blind Mice. Not very famous, but the creator raised a huge stink saying that you cannot use Three Blind Mice. So it was called the Mousetrap. 10 points to team 3, one of the simpler questions of the quiz. Next question goes to team 4. During his wandering days throughout India, X arrived at Pune from the Bombay Presidency by train during September 1892. Introduced to Lokmanya Tilak, who happened to be a co-passenger on the train from Bombay, I can say Bombay here because it was Bombay at the time. He stayed with Tilak at Tilak's house in Windsor Tarwada for 10 days. The simple, disciplined ways and oratory of X greatly impressed Tilak. Also, many young men and other people of Pune began flocking to meet X because of his influence. Then X left Pune, traveling on to Kolhapur, Belgaum and elsewhere. 2 parts, who is X and what is Windsor Tarwada most famous for even today, other than obviously being the residence of Lokmanya Tilak. 2 parts, who is X and what is Windsor Tarwada famous for other than being the residence of Lokmanya Tilak. This is for team 4. I request the other teams to have their answers ready. Gopal Krishna Gokhale and no guesses as to what Windsor Tarwada is saying for. Team 5.
We're guessing X is Savai Gandharva.
Okay.
And Windsor Tarwada is a place where a young Bhimsen Joshi ran away from his house, came and stayed and actually started training him.
So that is the Bhimsen Joshi relevance quota for today. No, team 6.
Okay, we're getting next is Swami Vivekananda.
Okay.
And time period matters. And there must be a Ramakrishna mission there.
Team 1. I'm not saying how many answers are right, wrong, whatever. I'm just going on to team 1.
We guess that X is Swami Dayananda Saraswati.
Okay.
And the Sundara, I think, is where the first president
Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I got both answers already. So 5 points to team 6. X is Swami Vivekananda. The traveling through India parts which have given you a clue. And Windsor Tarwada is the place where Lokmanya Tilak established the first Sarvajanik Ganeshotsav. It was meant to be a place, an occasion for people to gather and still not make it seem like a political function which was banned in those days. That's how Ganeshotsav started. This was before all the drinking and boozing and fighting with swords during immersions. Okay? 5 points to team 6, 5 points to team 1, and the next question goes to team 2. This is question number 19. Another question, and you will have the scores approximately at the halfway mark. Question for team number 2. Telecordia, which was formerly Bell Communications Research Incorporated, is a US-based research and development company. It was created as a part of the 1982 ruling that broke up AT&T into smaller parts. Cineverse is a global company providing technology and business services. It began in 1987 as GTE Telecommunications Services Incorporated. That's the description. Now the question, between them, these two are exclusively managing the master databases and related issues in India since January 2011. Just put fundas. What am I talking about? Give me an answer.
So we are going with the project Aadhaar, which is the universal identification number. So these are the two companies that manage the databases for the URI.
Nice, nice. Team 2, team 3. Oh, brilliant! These are the two companies, two zones in India. You see the idea, Sarji and the Hutch puppies, exhorting you to go in for mobile number portability. There are two circles in India, Zone 1 and Zone 2. These are the two companies charged with managing the master databases and related technological issues for mobile number portability in India. Brilliant answer. 10 points to team 3. Next question, question number 20 to team 4. Long question, nice find out. Out of the last 4 releases of Superstar X, the on-screen characters played by him in 2 of those movies have had some sort of a connect to Chap Y. Film 1, which was released on 23rd July 2010, Superstar X plays a character Z, which was inspired by Chap Y's legendary creation, C1. During promotion for that movie, the superstar even visited Y and got photographed with him. In film 2, which was released in February 11, 2011, and which is fatuously called the first big budget release of the year, X plays a character whose nickname is the same as Mr. Y's iconic creation C2, which was created for an Indian brand originally. So just forget all the alphabets. Who is the superstar? Who is Mr. Y? What is the character Z in the first movie? Which 2 characters were created by Y? And which other 2 movies? Team 4.